Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Addie Bell and I do makeup and skincare and beauty videos, and so if that's something that you are interested in, please subscribe. Today I'm going to do a eyeshadow video, which I'm really excited about. I bought these palettes off of Juvia's place. They were only $7. I did get them during one of their sales, but they have sales all the time. What I love about them is if you have a bunch of neutral palettes and you want to add in a lot of color, you can just buy these smaller palettes. So this is the purple one. You get some shimmers. You get three, I think four of these actually. You get four shimmers in this one and two mattes. So I have a lot of neutral palettes, and so I like to just not go out and buy, one palette for the one pink color that I really want, where I can just buy a couple accent palettes and then that will kind of fill the rest of my need, I guess. And so there's also the berries palette, which this one has three shimmers, it looks like. Yeah, that's like a matte. So three shimmers you can see here, here. This one's more of a sparkly. It doesn't really have a shimmer. And then three mattes. That's the pink palette. And then the last one is the chocolates. And this would be great for a smoky eye. And it has two shimmers and then four mattes, which I prefer matte, so I'm excited about the mattes. So what we're going to do today, how we're going to try and do this, is I am going to do a look from each palette. So normally I would use these as accent palettes, but because I want to show you how you can make some really fun looks that aren't too crazy with some really fun colors, but they can be more everyday looks. So I just have a base on, and I'm going to put eyes on, and then in the last look, I'll put the full face on. My neighbor decided to mow right now, so if you hear anything in the background, that is my neighbor mowing. Hopefully he stops in the middle of this, but we will see. Anyway, so we're going to start with the purple palette. I thought it'd be really fun to do a purple eyeshadow with a purple eyeliner. So because we're doing eyes, I am going to zoom in a little bit so you can see. So those are my eyes, and I have nothing on the base. So what I thought I would do, I do like to have just like a base color on. So I'm going to do that first, and this will not be from the palette. So will be the first, the only thing that I do that's not from the palette is going to be this first shade. So I'm going to just get a really, really fluffy brush, and I'm getting a neutral shade from this palette I have here. It's one of my neutral palettes. Like I said, I have a lot of neutral palettes. This one has some pinks in it, but not as much as the berry one with the Juvia's palette. So the neutral shade is here. It's called, they don't name their shades. This is Makeup Obsession. I don't know why they don't name the shade. So I just think that this gives a good base and helps everything blend really well. So that's side one, and we'll go into side two. But I think that helps the blending process. And then, so like I said, the first palette I'm going to use is the Violets palette. So I'm going to get my angled brush, and I'm just going to work on a nice little wing. I really like using eyeshadow to make my wing, especially when I want it to be less harsh. So I just tap, I get my angled brush, and I tap it the very tip in so I can get a lot. And if I show that to you, you can see that I got a lot there on the tip. So I literally just go in and I stamp it. Sorry, I'm just bringing my mirror a little bit closer so that I'm still in the camera. So I just stamp it, and it literally just makes the wing for you. So you can see how I already have shape, and I've literally just, I barely even pulled it. I've just tapped it in. And for me, when I make a wing, I try to keep my eyes like the shape that I want them to be. I just keep them open because I feel like if you close them, that's not really what your eyes are going to look like. So I have a shape. I did go down a little bit far, but that's okay. You just take some concealer and clean that right up when you're done. So I'm going to bring that in. Keep your eye relaxed. Bring that into the eye. And you can see that. You can see that I have a crease here, but that's okay because when I open my eyes, that's going to look really good. So now I'm just stamping in and filling everything else in. Okay, so I like that. Like I said, there's a little bit coming out there, which I'm fine with because I'm going to go in and get some concealer and clean that right up. So filling it in. So that is a nice dark purple wing. And then I was just going to do a purple base on the ends. So let me get another eyeshadow brush out. I used some of these yesterday in there. They've got colors in them I don't want in them. So. All right, so I'm going to do a base all over. So the base I'm going to choose is this lighter purple here. We do not have colors for these, so we just have to go with it. I want to make sure that my brush is just really cleaned off. I'm going to use a fluffy brush. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the crease, but I'll probably bring it through the whole lid. But I want to make sure it's darkest in the crease. I'm using a lot. I know that purple eyeshadow is just a really hard thing to pigment in general, as just like, so this color is just not, it is not picking up as much as I would like it to. But you can still see it there. It's just very, 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 very light. So I'm keeping my eye open, like I said, to get the eyeshadow where I want it when my eyes are open. And I'm trying, I'm putting a lot on because this, like I said, this is not as pigmented as I would want. Yeah, that's nice and purple. Okay, and so then the other thing I was going to do is get that purple shimmer and put that in the corner. So whenever I use a shimmer, I always take my setting spray, doesn't really matter which kind. This was the Urban Decay setting spray that everybody has. So I get it on there, and I get a lot. Like you can see that I have a lot on there. And I'm going to focus this in the corner of my eye. And what this will do is just really this really will brighten it up. And I don't want to do too much because it can look like I was trying too hard. But you can see how, like, just look at one corner of my eye to the other, and you can see how that really brightens it up a lot. Okay. Whenever you're doing eyeshadow, do not forget to do the bottom lash because it really blends and just brings your look together. And sometimes, I mean, if you really, you don't always have to do it. I am, like I said, I am struggling to get pigment from that light color. I'm going to see what happens if I spray this brush and get that light purple on it. But you can see that it's under there. And then I also want to take some of the darker color and put it a little bit further in, but not all the way. Because this is a really simple, soft look with a harsh eyeliner. And so I just want to make sure that it's not too harsh on the bottom. The other thing I was going to do as well is I actually happen to have a purple eyeliner, and I thought that that would be a good, just to enhance the wing a little bit. It's a Milani Stay Put eyeliner in the color Duchess. And I'm just going to use that to fill in I'm not really going to extend it any further or anything. I'm just hoping that this makes it a little bit deeper. And also will probably make it stay a little bit longer. Okay, so almost done. I want to fix, like I said, if you want to fix any eyeliner or anything, you just go in with a really thin tipped brush like this. And then I just take this is my my concealer, and I just take the end and I just rub it on there just a little bit. You do not need very much at all. Even after I rub it, I even kind of tap it on both sides of my hand. And then I just go right up against where I want to look. Remember, you really want your eye to be relaxed because that is what's going to show up in the long run. And it does look a little funny now, but you just, you can blend it out. You can use your finger. I might try to use the very tip of my blending brush. Oh, that's very good. Very, very good. So when I look, there's a little bit more. You can see the wing. There's a little bit more I want to fill in, but I'm really, really liking the way that looks. It's just a little bit on the edge. I think that actually got it. So that is the eyeshadow that I want to use, and then I'm going to go in with my mascara, and then we'll be done with the purple. I really love this look. I feel like it's like a simple but like really colorful look. You could wear every day and not be crazy that you're wearing purple eyeshadow. I am going to use the really into my my Smashbox mascara, but I don't know where that went. But I have a small sample Marc Jacobs mascara. So there is what it looks like with mascara. I look a little crazy because of having one eye done and one eye not done. This is not how I normally do my face ever. Like I have a problem with like I cannot do one eye at a time, and so this is like really funny. But anyway, so what I'm gonna do, I'll cover this side of my face. And that's what it looks like. But I'm going to do the other eye so you can kind of see what it looks like cohesively, and I will come back. Well, I forgot to film the video of me coming back with the finished look, so here's the finished look with the purple eye. I really loved how these turned out. Probably my favorite look of the 3 palettes. So yeah, this is what it looked like. So we are back. We are clear-faced and everything, ready to do the Berries Juvia palette. So we just finished with the violets. Now we're doing the berries. This is a all pink palette, some deeper pinks. And so I'm going to try and do more like this for my crease color, maybe a little bit in the corner, and do more of like a shimmery look with a little bit of dimension. So I literally barely use this palette, and it's already got stuff all over it. So first what I'm doing is just going in with that neutral shade that I used earlier, just so that everything will blend really well. It kind of makes sure that if I have any product from taking the other eyeshadow off or from doing my skincare, that is all just blended out and muted. So the base is set. The next thing I'm going to do is go in with the lightest color here, and I'm just going to try not to be too heavy-handed at all. Pink can just become very pink, so I am going to try to keep my eyes open so you can see. I can see what it looks like when I'm looking straight on. See, already we've got quite a bit of pigment going on. And I'm just going to make this my crease color. I like to bring, because I have hooded eyes, I like to bring my eyeshadow out a little bit. feel like it just lifts my eye instead of making it just look like I have really big round eyes. So I want to kind of elongate them and make them look a little bit lifted. Nice and blended. I like how it's coming out here kind of at a little bit of just a blended out wing. You can tell I like soft wings. That's like what I do with my face most of the time. So I'm putting a little bit more pigment in the corner. Try not to tap it off as much just to get a little bit more depth there. But I really like what I've got going with the pink. So then we're going to go in with the darker matte shade over here. It's kind of a deeper maroon color. It's got a lot more pinks in it than red, I think, though. So I'm going to try and focus this just right in that corner. Just like I said, just to get more depth right there. So you can see how that's going. So we got the pink going. Now what I want to do is do a little bit of a cut crease sort of kind of thing, but with glitter. So I get my my concealer out. I'm using the L'Oreal Age Perfect concealer, and then I want to get a brush that has kind of a flat base. So let me see if I can find one that's a little bit better than what I have out here. So something like this where it's pretty flat at the top. It's got a little bit of color on it, so let me make sure that I can get all that off. And with my really creased eyes, you can see I have a crease right here. So I don't want to get in that crease. So I'm just putting it right in that area right here, right below the crease. If I put it in the crease, what happens is that it creases. Shocking. And so what you don't want that to happen, because then the glitter that I'm going to put on this just goes through into the crease as well. So, and that is going to set my base for the glitter. So the glitter, I keep calling glitters, they're not glitters. The shimmer shade I want to use is this one up here. It's got a nice pink shimmer. I think it'll go really well. And I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the purple, where I just spray it with my setting spray, just so that I can get, I really want it to be very, very pigmented on there. So I'm just putting it in the spots where I put the concealer. You can see how it shows up really well. It's got kind of a gold tint, which is really fun. Ooh, I really like that. So you got a really nice soft pink kind of coming out, and then I got the glitter right at the edge. And I want to make sure that I put it in the corners. And also like that. So that's the glitter, so you can kind of see that showing up. I want to get it a little more pigmented in the crease above the glitter, so I'm going to go in a little bit more and just kind of bring that up, like that, and then bring it out a little bit more too. And if you ever bring it too far out, which like I'm kind of feeling like it's coming out pretty far, you could just always, like we did with the purple, just go in and get some concealer and clean it up. So don't forget the under eye. You really do want to have your eyeshadow come down. It really does help just make the look more cohesive. So what I've done is I've actually combined the two colors I was using on my eye, did the dark and the light, and so that kind of just brings it all down. So I do feel like it's coming down a little bit, so I just take, this is my blender from before, I'm just trying to get that to just not be as far out. I think I did that pretty good. whenever you clean up an edge, you do want to go in and just like make sure it's not perfectly straight or anything, because we want to make sure that everything just looks really, really blended. And I think I'm about happy with that. It's always tricky when you're doing an eyeshadow wing. It's just make sure that you got that wing. Okay, so there's the eye. I want to put some mascara on again. Hopefully the mascara goes better than it did last time. Like I said, I'm just going to do one eye and then we will go in and do the other eye. And then I'll show you the final look. I was not happy with that mascara that I used last, so I'm going to use this. Much better. It just like clumped them all together and then my eyelashes look silly. This is one of those looks that really doesn't come together unless you get some mascara on, because I feel like the pink is just very pink. All right, so we got a pink, a very berry look. I really like that glitter coming. I like it coming out nice and soft. It would look good with a very muted blush and bronzer. I'm not doing blush and bronzer yet because I got one more look to go, and then we'll do a full look for that one. But I really, really like the way that looks. I love the way it's coming out. So we will stop there and we'll do the other eye, and then I'll come back to show you the finished look. Okay, we are back. This hair is still not wanting to stay. I've been like hairspraying it, but it's not working. But anyways, this is the final pink, the berries look. I love it. I really like the way it's blended out. It's very pink, very, you could get this even more sparkly if you wanted to, but really fun look. Very, very girly, but I really like it. You would also want to do more of a muted blush, a muted lip, something maybe like this, very nude and neutral. Just to kind of put the look together. But I really like the pink, and so I'm gonna go wipe this off, and one more look left, and then we'll be done. All right, we are back for the last look. My eyes are having so much fun. They're turning red, so you know, just because of the wiping my eyes off twice already, but excited for the last look. I think this is going to be the palette that I use more as a every day. The pinks and the purples are going to be good additions, like I said, more of like toppers, but accent colors, I guess I should say, instead of toppers. But I am excited to use this look as well. So I'm going to attempt more of a smoky look. I'm going to do a similar thing that I did with the purple eyeliner, where I did a little bit of a wing with the eyeshadow, but I am going to come in with actual eyeliner at the end and really buff it out. And I'm not going to make it as crazy. So I realized I used two different eyes last time, so I think I'll do this side. I don't know why, but I'm more comfortable starting this side with my eyeshadow. Oh, and I forgot, I want to do that same thing I've been doing where I set the base. Some people prefer to use primer. I just feel like I have not had much luck with primer. I feel like it makes it blotchy and it just doesn't blend as well. So I much better luck just putting in a neutral color and then going from there. I feel like the base of an eyeshadow really helps. So anyways, going back in, we're just getting that to be a nice little wing. So it's just a little bit less crazy than the purple one. And I'm also going to bring that all the way in. And what I want to do is make this the whole top of the lid all one dark color. So I'm just going to tap it in, tap it in, tap it in. I think that's a TikTok, but I'm not sure. And like I like to just put it on Oh, that is a really good dark color. I'm using this one on this side. I'm not really sure the difference between the two, but I used the other one the other day and I didn't love the way it blended. And this, like, this is blending really nicely, really, really nicely. So I'm going to bring that out to where I made that wing. Really like this color. That is really coming. And so coming along. And then I also am going to use, I'm going to do this lighter shade. I'm going to make that my crease shade just to lighten it up here. For everything to blend together. Really like that. Very nice. Very good blending color. I am also going to get the dark, I'm going to tap into that dark brown as well and kind of get that more in the corner and bring it out a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with the darker, I want it to come up a little bit more. And a lot of it, once you start blending, it kind of just goes away. So I wasn't sure if I should start with the dark, but it seems like I probably should have started with the lighter colors so that the dark wouldn't have faded out so much. So I'm going to fill that in a little bit more on the lid. Really like this dark. I think this is the color I'm most impressed with. Okay, I came back. I had to step back for a second and just figure out what to do. Things were not working. So I just kind of cleaned up the eyeshadow a little bit and then brought that brown out. And I really like how that looks. It does bring my eye down a little bit. I would like it to go up a little bit, but I think I fixed the situation. I can get a little bit like that. Oh, that's a little bit better. Okay, so the final thing that I'm going to do is just put some mascara on for the third time tonight. That's why my eyes are watery. Probably don't have to do primer every single time, but so that is the last one. So I'm going to try and recreate this look over here. See if I can do it. So we'll see. But that looks really cool. Okay, so we'll see what we can do on the other side, and then we will come back and we will be done with all three looks. Okay, so we are done. We finally got these smoky-ish, really blown out wing eye look going. I'm still not 100% sure about this one, but I do like it. I love the colors. I really like the black with the blending. I think maybe I wish I would have just kept it there and not brought it out so much, but I kind of do like this smoky look. It's gotten dark, so that's why the lighting has gotten worse. My eyes are red because I've taken mascara off my eyes like now 2 times, and I'm gonna go do it a third time. So it was worth it though. I really, really enjoyed trying to come up with palettes. I made a little reel on my Instagram too, if you want to go watch that, just to show you kind of just like a abbreviated version of this one. And so these are the palettes that I use, and I really, really like them. I really had fun. I think they're really good quality eyeshadow. And like I said, what I'm really happy about is the fact that I have such simple eyeshadow palettes, and then these can kind of just accent them a little bit, and I don't feel like I need to go and buy someone else's eyeshadow palette that would be, I would only use a couple colors out of. So that's what I really love about these. Go get some Juvia palettes. They have some really good Christmas sales going on right now as well. And so I would highly recommend. I'm going to go wash this makeup off and maybe put a mask on so my skin doesn't freak out after being washed off so much. I mean, you can even see like my dark circles and everything, but a fun, very, very moody look going on. So if you like this and enjoyed this, please subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much to me. This is my dream. just to be able to bring makeup and skincare accessible to everyone and not just to people who can afford Sephora and Ulta. So continue watching, continue subscribing. Have wonderful holidays as we go in. I'll plan to be making more videos over the break, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.